postural muscles, probably just that upper cross or lower cross syndrome issue with the tight hip flexors or the deep cervical flexors. What kind of postural awareness or exercises do you kind of build in to your program when you're addressing disc issues?
So how I allude to this in my practice, because I'm a corrective care chiropractor, so I'm working
Mm-hmm.
at restoring normal curves. So I tell my patients this, if you think of me, I'm like an orthodontist putting braces on your teeth. So my job is to try and get your spine straight or restore the normal curves in your neck. So I'm like putting braces on your teeth. I've got, physical therapy and traction, which is like brushing and flossing. But at
Mm-hmm.
the end, we use Pilates, which is like the
Mm,
retainer. So we're helping to strengthen those core muscles
that's
and
good.
stabilizing, the muscles that support and control the spine so that they're not 100% reliant solely upon adjustments their entire lives. They're
Right.
doing both. They're working on the outer part while I work on the inner part.
If there was just one exercise for like the lower back disc or cervical disc, is there one thing that you could think of or one kind of movement pattern that would be essential in kind of your program?
Well, I would say, extension exercises are hugely important.
Uh-huh.
Like what you touched on is upper cross syndrome.
Yeah.
Now in the tech world, it's called tech neck.
Yep.
People are on the computers or on their smartphones. So we have that tendency to lose the normal curve. Matter of fact, when you're a chiropractor, you always have different examples. I'm not sure. Can you see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
So when you have tech neck, this is the tendency
Yeah.
of the spine to move forward, which is the opposite of what God intended our neck to be, which is back more in extension, where
Yeah.
that represents more of a natural curve.
There should be a C
And
curve there. That C should be there.
absolutely, absolutely. So when you work on these extensor muscles to strengthen and condition them to make sure that they're constantly trying to pull the neck back into its more normal curve, they're essential. And this is obviously is, the head up here. Here's the occiput, and here's the cervical spine. But this also applies to lumbar spine too. They're very similar curves in the lumbar spine. I think it's anywhere between 20 and 40 degrees is the natural lordosis that we're supposed to have. And in the cervical spine, this natural lordosis is supposed to be more towards about 30 degrees.
Mhm.
So anything that you can do to help strengthen, condition, and enhance those curves going backwards is super, super important.
That's good. So, what kind of an exercise would you recommend out of the gate? Like a prone cobra, or like something like a wall lean, where you're tucking that shin in? Any specific one exercise you can think of that kind of sticks out?
So we call them Supermans.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not sure if you ever heard of that,
yeah. So you come like on a Swiss ball sometimes, or on a yoga mat, kind of.
yeah, or just you lay flat on the ground and you're just trying to extend your
Yeah.
body back, contracting those muscles in the head and neck and also the lumbar spine.